Alright, hey guys, today I'll be going through my entire 3DS collection, and without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an overview of everything that I have, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, so as you can see here, I do kind of have these organized as alphabetically as I can, and I have a new sealed copy of a Harvest Moon game right there, and then this starts from the M's all the way down to the Y's, which is Yokai Watch. But yeah, that is all of them. And now I'll prop this back up on the tripod and I'll start going through some of these games. Alright, so I have a total of 41 games, not counting the sealed copy on the top right corner there. So yeah, I have 41 games, and I only have 2 import games from Japan, and I guess I'll go ahead and start with those. And these are the games that I bought when I went to Japan. I bought Joepet Cafe de Mahou no Cooking. It's a cafe baking kind of game. So here's the back. It looks really cute. I haven't played it yet, but I do look forward to checking it out, and as you can see, this was the price I paid, and I got it from Hard Off. So not too bad, and I believe it is complete, but I could be wrong. I haven't looked inside since 2019 probably. But here is Ochaken to Itsumo Nakayoshi. This is a really cute Ochaken simulation type of game. And I have played this a little bit, and it's really cute and enjoyable. These are the little tea dogs that you can play with. That's the main character. But yeah, basically you just play little mini games with them. You can feed them, pet them, and yeah, just take care of cute little tea dogs. This was a really cute game. I enjoyed it. And yeah, so those are my only 2 import games that I got in 2019. I do intend on collecting more for this system, but I probably won't be getting any more until I go to Japan again, which hopefully I will in the next couple years or so. That's my goal. And I have the Animal Crossing games. I have Happy Home Designer and New Leaf. And New Leaf I got when it came out, and I still have my original town on this copy. I put in over 300 hours into this game, and yeah, I really enjoy this one. It's really fun, and you really cannot go wrong with Animal Crossing. But yeah, my copy is complete. And then I have this one here, Happy Home Designer, and my copy is complete. So I did buy this brand new, and I got the tournament card. It's a non-hollow, which is interesting. So yeah, those are my 2 Animal Crossing games. I put in like 10 hours or something into Happy Home Designer. I definitely want to put more hours into it because it's pretty fun designing rooms. Next up here, I got Bravely Default. And this game I actually got for free, because it was in my family's collection. They didn't really play it anymore, so I just decided to take it because they didn't want it, and because otherwise it would have just been donated. So yeah, unfortunately though, it's not in the best condition. As you can see, there is a little bit of artwork damage there and over here, but you know, for a free copy, why the heck not? And I got Chibi Robo Ziplash, another fun platformer game. I played the original GameCube game, which I do still have. I have my original copy of the GameCube. I bought it on launch day. So yeah, I have GameCube version, and now I have the 3DS game. I also have the digital game, which I'll get to in a moment. I do have a bunch of digital games as well. This one didn't come with a manual, even though it was purchased brand new. At some point they stopped doing manuals on the 3DS's. So but yeah, after I go through this collection, I'll show you guys all my digital copies as well. next up here, I have Detective Pikachu, and I'm excited for Detective Pikachu on the Nintendo Switch. But this is where Detective Pikachu got its start, was on the 3DS, and I bought it pretty close to launch day. I have the receipt still in the back, but I don't want to show that to y'all because there's some private information on it. But yeah, I did enjoy this game. It was fun, and I'm looking forward to the Switch game that's coming out soon. Then I have Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. This is still brand new factory sealed, so I can't really say too much about it. But I did pick this up for free. It was in somebody's recycle bin, along with a bunch of other games for the Game Boy and some amiibos. They were just tossing a bunch of their stuff, and I was like, well, if they don't want it, I'll take it. So yeah, I got this for free and haven't opened it yet, but maybe one day I'll open it, I'm not sure. Then I have Dragon Ball Fusions. This was a pretty interesting game. From what I recall, I think it is a turn-based game, and I'm not a huge fan of turn-based games, but some of them can be pretty enjoyable, like the Pokemon games, obviously. Some of them I do enjoy, but I don't enjoy all turn-based games. I enjoy them if they're done correctly. So, moving on here, I have some of the Harvest Moon games, not the Story of Seasons ones. This is Harvest Moon, and I have A New Beginning 3D and Skytree Village. And this game was not my favorite, and I don't know that I ever started this one. But it does look interesting. I'll have to look into it at one of these days. It does have a manual. There's the cartridge. And yeah, this game though is not my favorite. I did play a little bit and didn't really enjoy it that much. So yeah, that was unfortunate. Then I have Hometown Story. This game was actually really fun. I enjoyed it. I would definitely play through this again. And this one does come with a manual, which is nice. And yeah, I really liked the idea of this game. And I don't think it's really anything like Harvest Moon, although it is by the creators of it, but I think they did a much better job with this than, you know, the farming simulations. So, but anyways, moving on, I have Kirby. I have Triple Deluxe and Battle Royale. Unfortunately, when I ordered Triple Deluxe, I was hoping I would get the non-Nintendo Select Edition. But of course that's the one that I did get, the one that I didn't want. But one of these days I will replace this cover and get the original cover that it came with, which is the one that doesn't have the red border. But I do have the game, at least. And I think there's, I know there's Kirby Planet Robobot that I'm missing. And then there's Kirby's Epic Yarn that I also need to get. This one did not come with the manual. Just the game, even though it was purchased new. And then I can't remember, did Kirby? No, this one didn't either. Battle Royale did not have a manual. But there's the back. And I have yet to play Kirby's Battle Royale. And I have played Triple Deluxe. Triple Deluxe is really fun. So now that I've gone through the top here, I'm going to take these games off here so that's easier to go through the games at the bottom. So I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so I took all the games off the top, except for this one here. This is the brand new factory sealed limited edition copy, I guess, with the, I guess maybe it's a pre-order copy of Trio of Towns. And it has the Capybara plush, and I have the opened one right here. But it's really cute, and I'll probably keep this sealed in the collection for quite a while, because I have a feeling it'll go up in value. But yeah, this is really cute. I love capybara. They are one of my favorite rodents. So yeah, that's a sealed copy of Trio of Towns. Then moving on down here, I start with the M's. I have Mocha Mocha Friends. This is a really fun game. It's kind of like Magical Girl meets Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. You know, you battle all these little monsters and you can use your magical powers. magical girl powers, and all the voices are in Japanese, so I don't think it was ever dubbed in English. So, but the text is all in English, so it's not too difficult to follow. I really enjoyed this game. I've put in at least 10 hours plus into this. I definitely want to complete it at some point, and the reason I think I did stop playing was because it did get a little repetitive, but overall I did enjoy Moco Moco Friends. And I'm surprised this was even licensed, because this does seem very Japanese, and I know the excuse for not releasing any more Starfy, Legendary Starfy, was because the games were too Japanese. So yeah, I was shocked that this even got an English release, but yeah, I'm really happy to have it. It's really a really cute game. And I got Monster Hunter Stories. This is the first Monster Hunter Stories game that ever came out. It was on the 3DS. I also have the Switch version of the game, and which I believe is the sequel. But yeah, I did play this. This game is really, really fun. I really enjoyed this game. It didn't come with a manual though, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, this game was super fun. I've put in a good number of hours into this one as well. The graphics are really good, the story is really fun, and yeah, it's just a really, really fun game. I would definitely replay this game sometime in the future. So really happy to have that in my collection. And then this game I actually completed, New Super Mario Bros. 2, and I really enjoyed this game. And I think this is a more like a second print one. This one has the target receipt still, so I'm kind of trying to block any information on there. So yeah, there's that. And like I said, I really enjoyed this game. If you like Mario, definitely pick this one up. It's a really good one to have in your collection. And then I have a couple of Nintendogs games here, and I'm currently playing through this one right here, so the cart is actually in my 3DS as we speak. And I still have my original dog that I got way back in 2012. I still have her, and she is a really good dog. I'm really glad that I never got rid of her. And this one is a more recent purchase. I got it from Second & Charles for really cheap, and it's complete, has the manual. This one has a really nice manual to boot, and you can see it's pretty thick with 2 C's. But yeah, it's got a lot of information in here, some nice artwork, and I really miss these kinds of manuals, not gonna lie. There's the cartridge and all the really adorable animals that you can adopt, all the dogs. And I'm just missing the Labrador Retriever copy. I have 2 out of the 3, so I definitely want to get the Labrador one. And these are all the dogs you can get here, at least some of them. There's 27 that you can get total. Yeah, those are the 9 starting breeds. But same thing with the manual, has similar information. And like I said, the cart is in my 3DS. Next up here, I have Paper Mario Sticker Star. And I heard a lot of people didn't really like this one, but this is one game that I got, or one of the first few games that I got when I purchased my 3DS in December of, I believe, 2012 or something like that. And yeah, this is I guess it was a launch title, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, it does have the manual, and there's the cartridge. But I played a little bit of this, and it's actually pretty decent. It's not a terrible game, although I still prefer Paper Mario 64. Next up here, I have Pucci and Yoshi's Woolly World. And I have not played this game, so I can't really say too much about it, but it does look really cute. It doesn't have a manual, but there's a cartridge. And if you all have played this game, definitely let me know in the comments down below if you've played it, and definitely let me know about any of these games that I mentioned that I haven't played, if they're any good. I'm definitely curious about your all's opinions. But that aside, these are all of the Pokemon games on the 3DS, all the physical ones anyway. So yeah, that's all of them. I thought I'd zoom in on here so you can see what a complete set looks like. Yeah, I got Mystery Dungeon, a Super Mystery Dungeon, Rumble World, X and Y, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, Sun and Moon, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Those are all of the physical releases, as far as I know anyway, on the 3DS. So if there's any I'm missing, definitely let me know in the comments below if there's any that I'm missing. But as far as I know, like I said, this should be a complete set of 3DS physical Pokemon games. So to start with here, I have Gates to Infinity, and I believe this was another one that I got in 2012 or 2013. It was one of the early games, and yeah, I guess I got it in 2013 because it does say 2013 here. And I got this pretty early on. It has a manual and there's a cartridge, and this game is really fun. I definitely enjoyed this game, the Mystery Dungeon. This is one I actually wouldn't mind a remake of because it was actually pretty fun. And I have Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I think this is the sequel. And let's see here. Yeah, 2015. So this is the sequel to the Gates to Infinity game, and I actually don't know if this is a bootleg. If anyone can let me know if this symbol here is like a bootleg or just a region-free copy, let me know down in the comments below, because if it is a bootleg copy, I definitely want to replace this one and get an official release. But for now, it seems to be legit, but I could be wrong. I just don't know. The game does work. I did test it out, and it seems to work fine. But I just don't know if this is a legit copy or not. I'm curious to know if you all know anything about that logo, because I most certainly do not. So yeah, I have that one. Then I have Pokemon Rumble World. I haven't really played this one either, but it does look cute. It looks fun. Let me know if you all have played this, if it's any good. I'm curious to know your thoughts. And then I have Pokemon X and Y here, and Y actually I got for free because this was another game that was in my family's collection that they just don't really play or care to play anymore. So I was like, well, if you all don't want it, I want it, because this is the last game that I needed to complete my physical Pokemon game releases on the 3DS. So that was really nice to get. But yeah, I have Pokemon X here. This is my original copy that I got when the game came out in 2013, and I really enjoyed this one. It was really fun, although out of all of them I really enjoyed Sun and Moon the most. And here's Pokemon Y. This one has a manual, there's the cartridge. So yeah, I was really happy to get Pokemon Y so I can get some of the Pokemon that are in Pokemon Y as well. Then I have Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. These games I have also completed. These ones are really fun. You really cannot go wrong with the Pokemon games, to be honest. And this one came out a year later in 2014. So yeah, these games were awesome. I even have the download code, although I never downloaded Dragonite, unfortunately. I wish I did, but I guess I just put it in the box and forgot about it, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, I have that one. And here's Omega Ruby, and no manual for that. I don't think Alpha Sapphire did either. Yeah, Alpha Sapphire did not. So I guess they stopped making manuals around in 2014, maybe 2015. So that's kind of a shame. And here's Sun and Moon. I loved the Sun and Moon series. I was very active into collecting the code cards. So as you can see, I have Marshadow, I have two of those, and I have Charizard, and I have a shiny Silvally. So I actually did scratch the codes on them. Of course they won't work anymore, but I did use them and they are in my game. And then I have an advertisement for the Z-Ring, which I do have the Z-Ring. The Z-Ring is really cool toy. There's a cartridge and no manual, unfortunately, just advertisements for the game. But yeah, I did complete this one. This game is incredible. I still need to catch some more of the Pokemon, so maybe one of these days I'll get back into it and actually complete the Pokedex. But I still have to play through Pokemon Moon. I think I played through Sun. So yeah, I have to, there's some that I still need to play through. Okay, same deal here. I got all the code cards. Silvally, Shiny, Charizard, and Marshadow. And it has the Z-Ring bracelet advertisement in here. And I think that little card thing there was part of the Z-Ring, if I'm not mistaken. But there's the cart. And yeah, I love the Sun and Moon series, really fun. Fun games. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it. And then I have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. These ones I also completed and was really active in collecting for the codes. I got the Shiny Poipole and I got the Zeraora. And I have the receipt for purchasing these games. And I won't show that, but I will show when it was purchased. It was November 18th, 2017, so I've had it since then. There's a cartridge, no manual, of course, because this was released in 2017. The manuals are basically non-existent then, which is pretty sad. And here is Ultra Moon. And I also collected the codes for this game as well. Since I had both copies, I want to make sure I got copies of each Pokemon for these games. I remember going to Target to pick them up. That was really fun. Now, next up here, I have Return to Popolo Croix. I don't know how to pronounce French, so I apologize if I'm butchering that, but here's the title. I will not butcher it any further. It's a Story of Seasons fairy tale. So this was a really fun game. I enjoyed this. I really liked it. And this is another one that I wouldn't mind having a remake of, or maybe a sequel to on the Switch. And this one did come with a manual, which is really cool. And then I like that they made use of the squares in here and put all the characters on them, even in the back. It's a super neat idea. They definitely did not waste any space. And the manual is full color. So, and I even like the art on the back there. So yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I really like that they made this release very special here with the manual and the characters and the inside art. So definitely pick this up. It's one that I really enjoyed, and I would definitely play through that again sometime in the future. And I have Sonic Generations. This game is okay. I just cannot figure out how to get through the first level. For some reason it will not progress, and I don't know if it's because I'm doing it incorrectly. I don't know. And I'm still trying to play through it. That's why the cart's not there. So yeah, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I'll have to look into maybe some Let's Plays and see where I could be going wrong with that. But otherwise, it is a pretty enjoyable game. I just need to figure out how to progress through it. Then I got Star Fox 64 3D. And this game is really fun. I really hope that we will get a Star Fox 64 remake on the Switch. And it's been a long time since Star Fox has gotten any attention. And I'm really hoping that it'll get a remaster on the Switch. I know a lot of people are hoping for that, so I don't know why Nintendo hasn't touched on anything Star Fox in a while. If anybody knows anything about that, definitely leave a comment down below if you know a reason why. Because I enjoy Star Fox. Star Fox is a great series. I've enjoyed it since the 64 era. And moving on here, I have both of the Story of Seasons games. I have the original and Trio of Towns. These ones do have manuals, so these feel pretty heavy, and they do have some art on the back here. There's 2 manuals, one Canadian and one English one, which is interesting. I guess let's go through this. There's some nice artwork in here that you can look through. So and it's the same in the Canadian one. There's a cart. And here's the back. I remember this one being kind of slow to start, but once you get past all the introductions and stuff, it's pretty fun. It's a typical Harvest Moon game. And here's Trio of Towns. And this one also, yeah, this one has a manual as well. And it's about the same thickness as the other one. And these are just advertisements for the Capybara plush. As you can see there, there's a cartridge and the inside artwork. So, yep, that's the Story of Seasons games. We're getting towards the end here. And then, next up here I have Super Smash Bros. 3DS. The camera is not focusing for some reason. There we go. Yeah, I have this one right here. This one I bought from Target a long time ago. And I know I still have the receipt for this. Sometimes I like to keep the receipts because why the heck not. But this one did come with a manual, which is nice. And then there's the cartridge, and I haven't really played much through this one because I think it's more fun to play this type of game with friends. So I don't really have too many friends to play with for this game, so that's pretty unfortunate. Then I have Yokai Watch, the first game. I really enjoyed Yokai Watch. I definitely want to get the Switch game that's available to play, although it's Japanese only. And I can read a bit of Japanese now, so I should be able to play it just fine. So I will eventually get the Japanese game on the Switch. There's a few of them that are released, as far as I know anyway. Then I have Yokai Watch 2, Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls. Unfortunately, I don't have anything beyond this. I wish I got the other games that were released, but they're already out of print. I guess it was a limited release, so that's unfortunate. And this came with the Yokai Medal of Jibanyan, which is pretty cool. And I have not played Yokai Watch 2 yet, and that's because I want to finish this game here first, and I have not finished that game yet. And here's Fleshy Souls. I think you can get different yokai in this, which is why there's a couple different versions of this. And that's a different Jibanyan medal from what it seems like. Let's take a look at it. Again, yeah, it's a different Jibanyan medal. So that's pretty cool. I think that's mainly why I got it, was because there's 2 different Jibanyan medals, and it's actually here on the cover. There's this one, and then this one. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, no manual, just the yokai medal. I also have the receipt here for this one, and I believe I bought these from GameStop. And yeah, like I said, I do want to play through the first game before I dive into these. And let's see here. Okay, this is I think this is my pre-order bonus. I got a keychain or something, so I just put the little cardboard piece back there. So I did pre-order these, and that's why I had that. And then, yeah guys, I am going to put these back together, and I'll get back to you in a moment. Alright, so that about does it for my physical 3DS game collection. Now I'm going to show you guys all of my digital games that I have downloaded from the eShop before it closed down. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Alright, so this is my Coral Pink 3DS. Yeah, unfortunately I dropped this a couple of times. Maybe more like once, but yeah, it has some damage on all corners, basically, of the 3DS. I was not too happy the fact that it slipped out of my hand and hit the hard cement that I was walking on. I guess I just had maybe too much in my hands, and of course my 3DS had to fall all over, and yeah, there's just damage all over it. So one of these days I may get a replacement, but you know, it still works, so that's really all that matters. I have a cute little Piplup charm on here. I miss the days when they actually had these little areas where you can actually include a charm. on devices. So yeah, like I said, I do have a cartridge in here, and that would be my Nintendogs game, the Toy Poodle copy. So let's go ahead and go through all the games that I have here. I'll zoom out here so you can see, and I'll turn up the volume. I have Tokitori, the 2001 release, and the more modern release. I also have Animal Crossing Clock, and Kirby's Dream Land 1992, Kirby's Dream Land 2 1995, and Kirby's Pinball 1993, and Kirby Star Stacker 1997, and I have Kirby's Adventure, Kirby's Blowout Blast, DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe, and Sonic 1991, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 1992, and Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine 1993, and Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble, which was released in 1994, and Tails Adventure 1995, Sonic Labyrinth 1995, Sonic Drift 1995, and Sonic Blast was 1996. That's all the Sonic games. Then I have Legend of the River King 1999, and River King 2 2000. I have Harvest Moon 1, 2, and 3. Those are released from 1998 to 2000, I believe. Yeah, sorry, 2001. Then I got Pokemon Trading Card Game 1998, Pokemon Red and Blue, and Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Silver 2000 and Gold, and Pokemon Crystal 2001, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, and Dream Radar, and Chibi Robo Photo Finder, and I have Zombie Panic in Wonderland DX. This is one game that I really wanted before the eShop closed down. I have Legend of Dark Witch, and Money Egg,
Let's go!
Gooderman 3D, and Chicken Wiggle, Pushmo, and Dr. Mario Miracle Cure. And then that's it. And then the rest are just demos. So yeah, those are all the digital download games that I have. And I think it's a pretty decent selection of digital downloads. I'm really glad I was able to purchase these before the eShop closed down. So anyway, on to the next clip. Alright, so that's going to do it for my 3DS collection. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you guys have any suggestions on which games I should add to my physical collection, definitely do leave a comment down below. And obviously we can't download any more digital downloads because the eShop is now closed, which is unfortunate, but I did buy a good chunk of what I really wanted, so I'm satisfied with that. But physical copies are still available, so I'm curious to know what all you have played and what all you enjoy and what you might recommend that I should add to my collection. So yeah, these are kind of the games that I enjoy, so if there's any games that are similar that I don't have, definitely recommend those as well. I'm curious to see what all I might be missing that I should add to my collection. So with that said, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Definitely leave a like and subscribe. And before I go, please do leave a comment down below, even if you have to edit your comments that you've already posted. Please write hashtag 3DS games for the win. If I see this and I know that you guys have watched all the way up to this point, and it lets me know that you guys do enjoy the content, or at least enjoyed enough to watch all the way to the end. So it really helps me out and lets me know that you guys are watching all the way to the end. So anyways, that's it for now. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!